plummeted the most twisted web of loops, corkscrews, and boomerangs you've ever faced. Feel the grip of Vortex.
Hey guys, it's Coaster Fox here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video is going to be on what is going to be replacing Vortex at Kings Island. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the news lately, Kings Island has recently announced about 2 days ago, yeah, 2 days ago, about 2 days ago, that Vortex will be leaving Kings Island and it will be closed forever. Now, today's video is going to be all about once it's removed, what's going to replace it, why is it getting removed, all kinds of stuff like that. Now, the first thing, um, now the first, why it's getting removed, I'm not actually remember too sure why. I just remember that Kings Island saying on their social media is saying that it's reached the end of its service life, and I think the reason why is that I'm getting this from Coaster Studios. So shout out to Taylor from Coaster Studios, um, for stating this and stuff is that Vortex can run free trains at max, and it's always running free trains. So the one of the reasons why I think it's gonna replace it is I'm agreeing with Taylor from Coast Studios, again, shout out to him for all of this. That it's because of the brakes. Since it's running free trains, sometimes at certain times, one of the trains that hits the main brake run has to slam to a stop, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it'll slow down the train pretty significantly, but it won't do it to a dead stop to where it's not moving. Like, it'll slow it down pretty good, but it keeps moving slowly, but it doesn't dead stop it and stop it as fast as it can. Because normally it's supposed to just hit the brake, like slide in the brake run, and it'll slow down the train pretty good, but not to a dead stop. Sometimes it'll try to slow it down to a dead spot as fast as possible, and that puts a crap ton of stress on the brakes, which is not good at all. That's kind of showing that the traction is kind of not too reliable. And also, a second reason is because Arrow is a defunct manufacturer. It doesn't exist anymore. This is not a Vekoma looper. This is an Arrow custom looper. Vortex is an Arrow custom looper, and Arrow no longer exists anymore, so that's another problem. They won't be able to get parts for it. So, yeah, that's another reason why. And also, my guess, I don't know this for sure, this is my guess, is ridership. Just in general, Arrow loopers usually don't really have that long of a line. One of my home parks, Six Treasures Mountain, they have an Arrow looper called Viper, which looks very, it's kind of like similar to Vortex. But, it's not a clone of it, but it kind of looks similar with the land and stuff. But anyways, Viper, I've never been on it and stuff, and I don't remember a wait time sign being out there, but I remember from some YouTuber, shout out to that YouTuber, someone, I forgot though, whoever said it though, shout out to them, that Viper rarely gets a long wait. It usually has no wait times, like a really short wait time or a walk on, or like a station wait or something. And I can see that. Arrow loopers, I've been on one Arrow looper before, and that's Canyon Blaster at Adventure Dome. That never has a wait. That's literally a station wait every time or a walk on. But that's Adventure Dome. Why would that be? It's in Las Vegas, but I went in the daytime, and why would that place get crowded? That's just odd. But yeah, I can just see in general, even though I've only been on one Arrow looper in a pretty dead park, Adventure Dome, I can just see in general, and I've heard people even said, and I can just see I can just see Arrow loopers not having good ridership and stuff, and that could probably be the case with Vortex, and that might be why Cedar Fair decides to remove this coaster from Kings Island and stuff like that. So, also another thing, um, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so we'll move on to what will replace it in just a bit, but so just a heads up real quick. This is kind of random, but I've actually never been to Kings Island, so obviously I've never been to Vortex. I just want to make this video. I just wanted to make that clear. I should have said that at the beginning of the video, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, Vortex. So like, Vortex sits on a pretty big plot of land. I'm not gonna show it right now because I'm filming this on an iPhone. They don't have that good maps, and I don't really know what I can use to act like Google Earth or whatever. I don't really know how you would do that on your phone. Too lazy to download it. It's fine though. But if you go onto Google Earth yourself, you can see if you go to Kings Island and then you go over Vortex, you can see that the land it sits on is pretty good size. It's a pretty big size and stuff. It's just like Viper's land. That's just why Viper at Magic Mountain is so similar. That's an arrow looper. It's around the same height, I'm pretty sure, and the land just looks so similar. They're both really similar rides, and yeah, this is this is like a very, not very, but it's a pretty big plot of land where you can fit a pretty good sized roller coaster. And yeah, I doubt it will be something else like a flat or something. I really think it will be a roller coaster. Um, so yeah, let's get on to speculation to like what will replace it. Let's start talking about that. So okay, Orion is Kings Island's new 2020 B&M Giga Coaster, and it's coming in 2020 at Kings Island. I already just said that, but yeah, it's Kings Island's new 2020 edition B&M Giga Coaster Orion, and that is like I'm pretty sure about a $20 million investment, which is a lot of money. It's B&M though, so what do you expect? B&M is really one of the more expensive manufacturers, but like, yeah, that's pretty expensive and stuff. So since they're still constructing that, since they're still constructing Orion, I can't see them removing Vortex and then start building a coaster right away in that spot because they're still constructing Orion and stuff, and they still have to handle that and stuff like that. I can't see Vortex getting replaced anytime soon with a new coaster. I think it'll be later down the line. So yeah. And yeah, I forgot when it's closing and stuff, but I forgot when it was closing, but I'm pretty sure it's closing sometimes this year. And yeah, so I think it's like closes in like a month. I'm not sure. If you know, please comment down below. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, so yeah, let's get on to speculation on what will replace this ride. What will replace Vortex? Now, personally, I think that there's three options. Now, there is maybe a B&M dive coaster can fit well here. I can really see a B&M dive coaster here. I can see it fitting really well. I actually think a B&M dive coaster would be a pretty good fit. Something like Yukon Striker. Not exact. I'm not saying they should build an exact clone in Vortex's spot of Yukon Striker. I'm saying, but something similar to it, like a big spread out layout like that. Maybe they can do something like that. That would be cool. A B&M dive coaster. That's probably the most likely option I would want there. I've never been on a B&M dive coaster. I eventually will be going on the B&M dive coaster when SeaWorld San Diego opens their 2020 dive coaster, and I'm saying 2020 dive coaster because Mako's not the official name. Like, we don't know yet, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's an alright dive coaster. But anyways, we're getting off topic. So like I can see a dive coaster going in here similar to Yukon Striker. That would I think what should go here the most. Maybe a wing coaster, a B&M wing coaster. I have ridden a one B&M Wing Coaster, and that's X-Flight at Six Flags Great America. Um, check out my Six Flags Great America reel, by the way. Yeah, you should go check that out. But anyways, yeah, I have ridden a B&M Wing Coaster X-Flight, and it was pretty okay. It was kind of underwhelming. It was okay. It was just okay. They can put a good, maybe a wing coaster here. Yeah, but I can see it being more of a front entrance type ride, not at the back. It just seems odd. It should be a front entrance ride, a big wing coaster. That'd be cool. Kind of like Gatekeeper with the keyholes, like something similar to that. But I don't know if Gatekeeper's entrance is near the entrance. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I can. So maybe a B&M wing coaster. Or this is really unlikely. This is going to be probably the most expensive option. Probably to do a ground up RMC. Like that's expensive, but I've heard some people say something about ground up RMC. Pretty sure. I heard one YouTuber say like a ground up RMC. But I can't. I really want one to come here. To come to Kings Island. I really want a ground up RMC to come to Kings Island. I can't see it happening because like it's expensive. RMC is really expensive, especially if you're a ground up, not like like how Six Flags redid, like a lot of people like how they redid Main Street to Steel Vengeance. Those aren't they're expensive in general, but for a coaster, they're more cheap to do those. But like a ground up RMC, those are way expensive. So I can see a ground up RMC. Something like Goliath at Six Flags Great America. That's a ground up RMC, so I can see something similar going here. That'd probably actually I want that to be the most, but I can see a dive coaster fitting here the most. Like I can because it just seems the most likely option and stuff. Because a ground up RMC is so much money. But yeah, I really still want a ground up RMC to come to Kings Island because that'd be cool. But I can just see the B&M dive coaster fitting the most. And also, I can't see them RMCing, what you call it, the Beast, because that's a really legendary. That is this legendary wooden coaster. Apparently, I've never been in it, but it just seems like a legendary like coaster, like a landmark. So I wouldn't think they should RMC that because it's very iconic. Kind of people will just forget about the Beast once it's turns into an RMC kind of like a lot of people like just a lot of people like if an icon I can just see it, an iconic attraction getting remodeled. People are just gonna forget about the iconic attraction, just talk about how great the redo is. So yeah, I can't see the Beast getting RMC'd anytime soon or ever. So yeah, and maybe I can just see a B&M, just a B&M going in here. Just in general, any B&M going in here would be pretty good. I would actually really like a B&M, just any B&M to go into this spot. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. This is just a little video, like about like a Vortex, like what's gonna replace it and stuff. And also, let me just throw this in. I kind of did that outro too soon, but let me just throw this in real quick. So if Six Flags does buy Cedar Fair, which also they did say it was I forgot what it was like I forgot the word, but it was like a thing that Wells Fargo actually disagreed that Six Flags should not buy Cedar Fair because they're two different companies, and they don't think Six Flags has that currency to buy a company like Cedar Fair. But if Six Flags did buy Cedar Fair, I can see Vortex getting replaced by maybe like an RMC Raptor or something similar to Jersey Devil coming in 2020 to Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. Something similar on that lines. Or like or it can be stupid SNS free spin if Six Flags says buy it. But I'm kind of calmed down now, like, because Wells Fargo's disagreeing. I really doubt it will happen, because like with Six Flags International Parks, those never happen and stuff, and like it's not been good for Six Flags lately. So I'm really hoping it happens with this Cedar Six Flags by Cedar Fair thing. And yeah, definitely go watch that video. It's just me complaining and like what's the future for the parks if Six Flags would buy the Cedar Fair park. So I definitely go recommend checking that out of all my videos. I really want you guys to watch that video because it's really big news and stuff. So anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave in the comments below. What do you think is going to replace Vortex? When do you think a coaster is going to go there? Like, when do you think is going, or whatever you think is going to replace, when do you think it's going to be opened and start, like, getting built? Like, all that stuff, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Bye.